Dennis Cometti here for this battle between the Swans and the Bombers. It's good to be back. Boy, did I miss it here in Sydney. Football back at the SCG. All in all, a good turnout for this particular match. I'm paired in the box today with Matthew Richardson. What a pleasure.
Thanks, Dennis. Expecting some really special stuff out here today. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to play in a dream time at the G match, Dennis. It's definitely one of those matches that all players want to play in, and the spectacle always turns out to be a cracking one.
The Bombers are led by their captain onto the field of play. The Swans lifted by the noise of the crowd as they make their way onto the ground. We have the toss of the coin. The Swans winning the toss. I can't wait for this encounter to begin, and I think the crowd would agree with me too. They're on the edge of their seats. And away we go, the opening bounce. Leuenberger nicely outclassing Naismith. Hippel bumped off the ball. Jack pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. Merritt goes back to collect the ball, a free kick, and several tick. Merritt takes a low stab kick. Naismith puts it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Works it across the ground. Franklin marks. Going for goal number one. Goes wide for a behind. Point the difference. Not much on offer for Hurley. He opts to play on with the ball. Kicks. Wins the hard ball. Here's a chance for Rowan. 50 metres out. Rowan lets fly with a shot at goal. He's driven that ball hard, but it's a miss. Sydney by 2 points. He has a few options. Great mark under pressure. Bagley setting up the play. Sends it out of the defensive 50. Gets boot to leather. Strong mark. That drop punt works well for Hooker. He was never going to get that. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Russ. Well, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Marks.
Watson, he's quite clean, picking up the ball on the half volley. Grundy looking for distance. He grabs it. Naismith puts his boot on it. Merritt marks it. He slams that on the boot. Zaharakis marks it. He kicks the ball. A great mark under pressure.
Bumps the pigskin. Heaney claims it.
He boots it. Strong mark there.
Kicks beyond the wing. Jack gets the upper hand.
Jack, he's very loyal, but it's not that hard when you're doing what you love. He kicks the ball, kept his composure then. He boots it. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there.
Franklin going for number one. Has it got the carry? Franklin scoring from a long bomb. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome.
Franklin often has to shoot with very little time and space. He just has that innate sense of knowing where the goals are, even when he's being tackled.
He gets his hands on the footy. Hippel gets his first possession. Gains possession. He's racking up possessions. Handball finds Jack. Going for goal number one. That's a very well executed goal. That's 2 in a row for the Swans. Sydney with the ascendancy over Essendon, leading the match 14-0. Danaher punches it. Stanton gets the ball. Down goes Kennedy. Booted by Kennedy. Hippel presents and takes the mark. Goes up the line. Tippett presents and takes the mark. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Bombers are slightly ahead with 5-4. The marking skill of Sydney has proved advantageous on the stats board, racking up 15 marks. Both teams are neck and neck for handball disposals.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. And we're back at it.
If you can believe it, the mind can achieve it.
Naismith gets onto the ball, takes control of the bouncing ball. Heppel collects. Naismith throws the ball, free kick, bumps the pigskin. Stanton claims the ball, slams it on the boot. Grundy has a great set of hands, fantastic mark. Sends it on its way, and the mark will be paid.
Kennedy is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. Watson slams the ball to his boot. He lays off the pass.
His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Rowan couldn't keep his hands on it. Takes possession. Dishes it off by hand. Naismith gives the ball to the man on the run. Bagley puts it on the boot. Strong mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. A great effort. Kelly drilled that kick in.
Hanbury is an intelligent footballer and I love watching him. He is great at dragging his opponent over to a one-on-one and creating ineffective two-on-one situations. He kicks the ball, kept his composure then.
Hooker kicks. The mark is taken by Bagley. Gets boot to leather. A mark by Heppel. Kicks it. A solid mark from Kennedy. He spears the ball. Marked by Jack. Works it across the ground. Takes that one strongly. He's on a 30-degree angle. Rowan with the shot. Hasn't got the carry. He'd like that one again. It was a shocker off the boot. Out of bounds near the goal. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. He takes an uncontested mark. Jams it on the boot. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Sends it on its way. Grundy takes the mark.
The Swans' big men are not pulling down many marks inside the 50, with most of the Swans' scoring opportunities coming from shots on the run. Hanbury claims the ball. He gets boot to the ball. Franklin with the mark.
Franklin takes a shot at goal. The Swans by 15 points. Hurley assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Approaching the siren. 30 metres from home. Cunningham going for number one. Well, for me, a few words come to mind for that kick, but none of them are allowed on air. What are your thoughts, Richo?
And I think we can all guess what those words are.
Well, that puts another behind on the scoreboard. Hurley waiting for the man to free up. Papley presents and takes the mark. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Let's go to the stats sheet now and see how the players performed.
The Bombers just poor in every facet at the moment.
Cheers, Richo. Well, that's half a game. Don't go anywhere. Quarter number 3 is coming up right after this. A nice long half-time break, and we're ready for another half of footy.
The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination.
Franklin in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Franklin steers the ball towards goal. Franklin with a massive goal. That's 2 now. He's playing well. Sydney had scored the last 3 goals. The Swans by 22. The ball is bounced. Leuenberger with a big fist on it. He has the ball. Booted by Heppel. Brown marks it. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. The mark is taken by Fantasia. 45 metres out. Picture perfect drop punt. A great effort. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. The ball is hammered towards goal by Collier. He kicks it gun barrel straight. Essendon with their first goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
The Bombers are only applying token pressure in the ruck. It's just not good enough. As a result, the opposition are winning the match. He marks the ball. McVeigh kicks it. He takes a strong mark. Kennedy puts his boot on it. That's a mark. He boots it. He marks the ball. Hooker with the kick. Good mark.
Bumps the pigskin. Great mark under pressure.
Essendon have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. He slams that on the boot. McVeigh with the mark. Puts boot to ball. He marks the ball.
Slams it on the boot. And the mark will be paid. Jack will need to give his feet a pep talk for this kick. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Franklin steers the ball towards goal. Sydney with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 28-6.
Tippett, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game.
Nice interception. Gains possession. Moves it quickly by hand. The loose ball picked up by McDonald, Tipperwoody. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Naismith making his way onto the field. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Deft touch from Danaher. Send the torp in, big fella. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Jones with the mark.
Well, Sydney have managed to rack up a big number of marks. It's easy to see why they're leading this match. He gets the upper hand. He slams that on the boot. Rampy drops it. Myers just flattened him. It's in his possession. Kennedy finds the pass. Alia gathers it. He lays off the pass.
Franklin with his head down, running for home. 30 metres from home, kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. The goal for Sydney, and they stretch out their lead. That's 2 in a row for the Swans. The Swans in front. Richo has some stats for us now.
The Bombers doing poorly on the scoreboard and have the stats to prove it.
That's pretty deep, Richo. It looks like this will be an interesting final quarter.
Never give up. Failure and rejection are only the first step to succeeding.
Hanbury Kemp passes the ball to the runner going past. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. He kicks it, gun barrel straight. Franklin knocking through his third of the match. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The bounce. Huge lead. Hanbury with the ball.
Hanbury told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. Gets the loose ball. He's intercepted it. Laverde picks it up. Smith gets the loose ball. Hanbury marks the ball. Sending it on its way. Naismith takes the mark.
Kicks. Franklin takes the mark. Hastily kicked. The contest, no match for him. Jams it on the boot now. Papley drops it. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. A great effort.
Watson's just got a strong pair of hands when it comes to marking. He slams that on the boot. He marks the ball. Hanbury slams the ball to his boot. Naismith slams the ball to his boot. He boots it. Rowan with the mark.
Kicks. Great mark under pressure. Franklin sends the ball on its way. Bagley takes it well. Low kick. A mark by Myers. Jams it on the boot now. Nice mark there.
Jack needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Danaher puts his boot on it, slips through his fingers. Heaney dodging just for the fun of it. He slams that on the boot. Rowan with good strong hands.
Kicks it, and the mark will be paid. Puts boot to ball. Takes it well. Franklin going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. Great grab. Boots it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Too far out to score, surely. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Cunningham shoots. Chalk up a goal for the Swans. Cunningham with his second goal. That's 4 in a row for Sydney. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The bounce straight down. Danaher timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Franklin kicks it. Marks. Kick by Watson. Danaher over the top. Sends it on its way. Brown going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. Listen, here's the thing. This game was over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between the Swans and Essendon?
A real sloppy game with no exciting moments.
Thank you very much, Richo. Final scores at 46-6. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. Until next time, that's it.